Hi everybody, welcome to the video and welcome to the flea market. First flea market with a new mic setup. Let's see how this goes. Now when I'm at the flea market, I typically rely on my experience, what I've sold in the past, what I know will sell, and make educated guesses, gambles. Calculated gambles, I should say. It rained pretty heavily yesterday, so expecting a lot of puddles. Rained in the middle of the night, too. Okay. Holy cow, it's busy today. Alright, let's get paid and... oh my goodness. Okay. Hey, this is what's
because they changed it to $1.25. Remember the entrance fee?
Yeah.
That screws everything up.
Oh.
Now, instead of giving $1 and going,
yeah,
they have to spend out.
Oh, the coins. Oh man.
It's stupid, right?
Yeah, it is.
It's like, it's.
Oh, this is wild.
It's not going to be a problem. No.
Yeah.
It's not going to be an issue.
Oh, look at this problem.
It's just.
It's wild.
I know. There we go.
All right. Steve, what's going, man? Huh?
You just get here. You leave.
Just got here. I'm all the way in the back. Here we go. All right, here we go. Back of the line. And let me tell you, that was incredibly abnormal. Never really, even on a Sunday, encountered lines like that. As I was talking with Mike in line there, it could be because they did raise the rate 25 cents. So, requiring them to, instead of someone just walking up with a dollar bill, paying, get your ticket and rolling, now they're gonna have to count out some change. It could also be that it rains Saturday and Sunday. Now this place is open, rain or shine, but vendors and buyers will stay away if it's raining too much. And then I think it rained on Friday as well too, so it was like 3 days. It would open again on Wednesday, and there was rain on Wednesday as well too, so everybody could be chomping at the bit. At least for sellers and for buyers. Alright, let's get down to Lupe Station. I actually have to... I'm going to do hospital work today, later. My 1 day a week. So, I'm going to try to make this efficient as possible.
Yeah.
Is your wife 6 foot? I haven't seen her in 20-something years.
Yeah, she's still tall. Yeah. But he went to the reenactment, so who was it, Dillinger?
Yeah.
He stayed at the motel that Dillinger stayed at.
Oh, that's what.
Like that.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, they do a reenactment.
Well, that's your fault, Dad.
I know.
He's like writing code and like, worth millions if it wasn't for you. Yeah. Getting him into old stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, you told me that.
Exactly. Even if you have to pay for health insurance. You know what? Well, it depends. You get full time. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's not just for travel. So if you're doing
I have a lot of sharks. These could be leftovers from I have. Marco? Yeah. So, you know, I'll tell you what. Can you go to the grocery store?
Okay, damn. That's kind of cool. I always liked my Jack Daniels.
Barato.
Alright. Should I gamble on this? Should I gamble on this? Oh man, no, we're not gambling on that. Okay, I'll get back to you. Settled on the bat and an iPod. So I paid $15 for both. Probably too much because it's probably locked. But it's worth the gamble. That, and I've been looking for a more modern, not necessarily iPod, but iPad mini for my own use. The bat, we may sell it, we may not. I'll give you a comp right now on it. There are no comps on the bat, which means I can set the price whatever I want. A big truck right here. Let's get by this. No, you can't set whatever you want. Probably about a $40 to $50 bat. Really heavy, but there's no comps on it. I think it's a $40 to $50 bat. This middle section, I don't usually find good stuff there, so I bypass it usually, and if I feel like I want to go down there later, I will. But someone else I want to see over here, and then we'll bounce out to the front. All right, we got a couple of memory kits, headphones here. Pick these up for $10. So each of these should be like $15 each. This one here, I think it's about 20 or 25, if I remember correctly. I'm actually looking for someone. A friend of mine supposed to be here. Let's see if we can find him. Hey everybody, welcome to the end of the video, and we're definitely going to go over a few items here, but what I really wanted to talk about really quick for a few minutes, and this is kind of more geared towards resellers, or if you're looking to become a reseller, or if you're, you feel inspired by the video. But something has got to be said about reselling and the freedom that it has given me and others to be able just to hang out. So I got a chance to meet up with an old friend, and we got a chance to chit chat and just catch up on the years that we haven't talked. And it was a really great time. His name's Glenn. He's probably going to watch the video. So I just had a great time at the flea market. I always have a great time at the flea market. Don't get me wrong. Flea market, Goodwill, wherever I'm at sourcing. But it's just, I have like blinders on. I can just get laser focused on what I'm trying to find. But just being able to walk the flea market and not have to worry about, or not have to, not to be so focused. It was a great time. And of course, friendship is always great. It has allowed me not just, to hang out with friends or meet up with friends, but also, my kids, taking them to school. It has allowed, taking them to dentists and, every, parenting. And I'm still, earning money. I'm still earning money from eBay, from reselling. And that is just, amazing to think that, my products are still out there. They're still making me money. I don't really have to necessarily worry about that. Not that, a regular job, there's some other jobs that you can have that can give you that freedom as well, too. And that's what I enjoy most about this is the freedom that it has allowed me to have. And on YouTube, now I'm also earning money on YouTube, and that allows me to share. It gives me the incentive to share my information with you guys and what I'm finding, what I'm picking up. And I hope that my trips and everything at the Goodwill flea markets are helping you guys out, finding items that you can resell. But let's get into the items. All right. Enough. I don't know. Is that philosophical? That's not really philosophical talk or anything like that. But it's just greater freedom is what reselling has given me. It can give you too if you guys are thinking about it. But let's get over to the cool items I picked up. Not necessarily today. I'm going to go over a couple items. So I want to show you guys these now instead of waiting for the next video. Or this is probably like 3 videos away for this stuff that I'm going to show you. So that way you guys can just start looking out for it now. You'll see it come up in a video again, but I won't necessarily highlight it like I'm going to do now. But, well, first of all, here's the bat. So, San Francisco Giants, local team, huge history. I mean, one of the greatest players of all time, Willie Mays, played for the San Francisco Giants. Amazing player. But either way, San Francisco Giants, Jack Daniels. I really couldn't find anything on this bat, whether it was a stadium giveaway or what. It's a really heavy bat. It's probably a 40-ouncer. I mean, it feels like a 40-ouncer. This is not, this is a heavy-duty bat. So, really cool bat. Jack Daniels. So, first of all, you got your baseball fans. Second of all, you got your whiskey fans. And, whiskey fans, I'm a whiskey fan. I'm a whiskey collector, right here. Course. Oh, by the way, the glass I got from Goodwill, 4 Roses. If anybody's interested in getting a gift for a whiskey person or what to drink, I see a lot of people I've actually helped people before in the whiskey aisles over at Costco or Bevmo or all that, trying to make a selection, or someone trying to give a gift to somebody and they're like, oh, what should I get? 4 Roses is a really, really good bourbon here. Definitely look out for it. 4 Roses, they make a, what is it called? I think it's called single batch. It's a really nice bottle, but it's a really great, 4 Roses is a really great whiskey to look out for. Really great brand. Definitely, somebody gave that to me for a gift. I would definitely really appreciate it. But, so the bat. Like I said in the video, there is no comps on the bat. So, I think I'm going to price it kind of high. And what I'm going to accept offers, of course. I think I'll probably go for about $4 $40-ish is what it probably end up going for. But I'll probably list it at $100 and see what happens. And I'll pretty much, you know, select any offer as low as $40. So we'll see how that goes. It will be quite heavy to ship. And we're going to put this in a large box. Let me cut the video really quick so I can show you the box. Because I still want to give you guys tips and tricks on everything about reselling. Okay, so this is the box that the bat would go into. Now, I'm not going to use this whole box. It's a 40-inch by 5-inch by 5-inch. This is the box I typically would use for, what do you call it? Golf clubs. So this is a box I would use for golf clubs. It would go ground advantage. Now, in the case of a bat isn't necessarily as long as a golf club, so you would cut this down to size. You might ask, why won't you just buy the exact size? Because I don't typically sell a lot of bats. And I don't want to waste money on all kinds of different sizes of boxes. You know, this right here is on the high end of what I pay for boxes. So this is $2.30. So you gotta add that into your buy cost of the item. So if I'm sending out golf clubs, I'm already adding $2.50 to each golf club, and that's going to be in the cost because that's what it's going to cost me. Part of what it's going to cost me to ship it out is this box. So $45.5. It's a Uline box. I get most of my stuff from Uline, so they make great quality boxes. And if you order, you know, in bulk, you get better deal. So yeah, I'll just cut this down to size. I'm not going to go scrounging around looking for a box for this thing. I don't want to waste my time. And I don't want to necessarily buy a specific size for this because why am I going to waste the money? I have a box. I'll just chop it down and we'll move on with our lives. Make our lives easier around here. Okay, so that's the bat. And that was from today. Now what I did pick up, this was from this past weekend when we picked this up. $8.39 is what we paid for this purse. So I gotta go this way. I keep showing it to the actual screen. Now, I did talk about the other day about these exposed magnetic closures not being very great. But there's always exceptions to every single rule. Every single rule. There's always an exception, no matter what you're doing. This is made by, or the designer is Patricia Nash. Now, with this name, Patricia Nash, oh my God, this is going to like a $40 to $50 a crossbody satchel style Western. What I'm doing here is giving you guys keywords as well too to use if you guys come across this stuff. Keywords to use in your listing. This is like Western, Southwestern style of purse. Now, Patricia Nash doesn't necessarily make only purses because I've sold Patricia Nash kind of like portfolio covers, all leather portfolio covers, and they still sell $40 to $50, $60. Some other stuff goes for up over $100. So look out for Patricia Nash. If you see like leather work, definitely take a look. And if it's good quality, it's a really good quality. And again, exceptions to the rule. I told you about the magnet thing the other day. You know, if it's enclosed, it might be better. Exposed, I typically leave behind. But the leather was what really tipped us off on this. This was, my wife picked this one up. She found it. She was in the purse section. And Patricia Nash, look out for that name on Leather Work. I should say Leather Works because she does, or the name is associated with many different leather products. And I believe it says Italian leather. So just a really cool, and look at the logo. There's a logo there, so look out for that as well too. That could help tip you off as well. But when I'm walking through purses, I'm typically just going off feel, right off the bat, feel and look. So I'm just quickly moving through them. And then once you, like, it's like, you hit this one, it's like, whoa, that's a little bit of a heavyweight leather. It's really nice. Then you go into further investigation. And, you know, you're like, all right, we're taking it. Typically, if you're somewhere like at a Goodwill, I would just throw it in the cart, look it up later. I always say, if you catch in the video, I do say, this is worth putting in the cart or worth looking up later. So, okay, then another item I just kind of threw in the cart. I really, some of these things are okay or not okay, but this is a USB hub. So you can see it has a little USB. And this is actually USB, yeah, I don't know if the colors really mean anything anymore because I've seen like USB 3 with different colors now, but typically the white would mean USB 2.0. So it just means the speed is a bit slower. And then if it was blue, that would be USB 3.0, and then now there's like a teal, which is USB 3.1, and so on and so on. But then again, I've seen some that are all black that are still USB 3.1. I'm like, then of course there's USB-C and all that. We're going down a rabbit hole. Okay, USB hub, Doctor Who. This is the call box, public call box. So Doctor Who is incredibly popular. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe Doctor Who is one of the longest running shows that of all time. I believe. I'm not 100% sure on that. I would have to look up the wiki on it. But Doctor Who is incredibly popular. But like all things, all the items don't necessarily go for that much. So I had to look this up. I picked it up because first of all it was Doctor Who. Grabbed it, threw in the cart. $8.39. That's quite... For this type of an item, that is quite of a hefty price. You might think $8, it's not really that much, but you know, when you're looking to resell something, every dollar penny counts. So I did look it up later, and surprisingly, it goes for up to between $20 and $25. So it's very lightweight. This will probably go in a bubble mailer. I'll probably just have to wrap it a few times, and it'll go in a bubble mailer. I'm going to test it out, make sure it works. Apparently it has sound as well too. So with all electronics, you definitely want to make sure to check them out, make sure they work. If you don't know or you don't know how to test them out, you can always see what they go for parts on eBay, because there still might be some value in parts. And then if there's no value at all, then you don't buy it. But Doctor Who, look out for Doctor Who, Star Wars. Star Trek is the only one, like Star Trek toys and stuff like that, is the only one where I would say across the board, it just doesn't hold any value. I really don't know why. It just doesn't hold any value. I'm a huge Star Trek fan. I talked about that. I'm a huge Star Trek fan, but I don't really like the Star Trek toys. I had the Star Wars toys when I was little, so those are the ones I tend to collect. And Star Wars is typically goes for higher, a lot more. So Doctor Who though is also could be valuable. As a matter of fact, I just sold Doctor Who's scarf for $15, brand new. So Doctor Who, look out for it. Okay, end of the video. We're gonna end the video here with those items. And this coming weekend is the Dianza Flea Market in Cupertino, California, which you saw Mike in the video earlier with Golden State Picker. Another great channel that I look at or that I watch and follow. I run into him. I've been running into him a lot lately. For a time I didn't run into him at all, and then all of a sudden I started to run into him again. I'm starting to run into him now. But cool guy, and he gets some amazing items. As a matter of fact, he gets some amazing items out of a Savers that I don't particularly like. And I'm like, wow, how are you getting that stuff out of there? It's crazy. But Dianza Flea Market happens first Saturday of the month. Usually, again, rain or shine. And I know he will probably be out there. I know a lot of other people that'll be out there. A lot of vendors I know will be out there. They bring all their stuff. They bring all the good stuff. Dianza's in Cupertino. That's Apple headquarters. So they bring the goods. They assume everybody works at Apple, making six figures there. So they'll bring stuff, antiques, a lot of mid-century modern stuff. I know a guy that only brings records, and he sells out every single time he takes them. I know a guy that holds all mid-century modern furniture and brings it just to that location. I know another person that has tons of antiques. They get tons of antiques from storage lockers, and they hold it just for that flea market, and they clean up at that flea market. So I may go, and the reason why I may go is to also Locker Nuts. His first name Jack. Locker Nuts, if you guys follow him as well too, he usually is out there. I know he's been having some health issues, but usually he would be out there at Dianza. And again, if you watch his videos, and you'll see him, he has stuff for specific flea markets, because not all flea markets are equal, and there's certain people that attend these flea markets that they're looking for certain things. They're looking for tools, so you'll go there for tools. Or the vendors will take just tools to that flea market. Collectibles, there's collectible flea markets. I believe there was one this past weekend as well too. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to go to there. But there's collectible flea markets, and people bring collectibles to that flea market. So I know Locker Nuts, he'll be out there. I don't know if he'll be out there or not. But on my channel, we ran into Matt and Kayla at my flea market that I go to. It's not my flea market, but it's in my city. That flea market is, that's where I ran into them two there. And if they're still in town, I bet they would be there at Dianza. And maybe we'll run into some people there when we go. I'll probably try to head out there. So first Saturday of the month will be February 2nd or 3rd. All right, but you might see video from that. If I do go out there, you'll see that. That'll be just, and I run into people, that'll be my next video out because it'll be popular. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you to all these subscribers. I hope you guys enjoy the content. Again, if you guys are here for just shopping and enjoyment, entertainment, I hope I'm doing a good job with that. And if you guys are resellers, I hope I'm providing great content for you guys to help you guys find stuff. Because sourcing to me is, the number one. That is, I mean, you've got to have product. It's the number one most important thing in the reselling world, in reselling in general. Finding the items that sell. And I wanted to say, because I was watching a video today about people talking about items, resell rate, and all that. I was running the numbers, and my items, all these items you see, all these items I'm picking up, all these items against the flea market in my previous videos will sell within 2 months. They've been selling within 2 months, a little bit less than 2 months actually. So typically what we go by is what sells within 3 months. Those are the numbers we look at on eBay, what sells within 3 months. And so I'm beating that by 1 month. So knocking on wood though. See? And then, I wanted to say one other thing. I don't know if it's me, if I'm breathing, or the mic is brushing up against something, or maybe I'm breathing too hard. But I have a stuffy nose almost all the time. I also have a deviated septum as well too, which one of these days I may or may not take care of before the end. But I always have a stuffy nose. I'm allergic to everything. I'm allergic to every animal in existence. I'm allergic to every tree in existence, every grass, every plant, everything. I'm allergic to everything almost. I remember I had both my arms. They do that little skin test on your arms, and it bumps all over my arms. So I was allergic to everything basically. So I guess that's why I always have a stuffy nose. So I tend to always do just force the air out of my nose. So if you guys hear that, I need to get better at controlling that, because I do it without thinking. So I will try to get better at that, because I do hear it on the video, and I'm pretty sure everybody else does. So I'm going to try to improve my videos overall, improve the quality of the videos. That's enough talking from me. Please like the video. Subscribe if you enjoy the content. Dislike the video if you didn't like it. Drop a comment down below if you have any questions, or if you just want to say hi. Definitely drop it down. But we'll catch you guys next video. Thank you.